Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me on this episode of True Crime Past and Present. Today we have an update on the Naomi Irion case. There has been arrest. This is a person that has been arrested. His name is Troy Driver. He is 41 years old. And there's other information related to the case. Naomi has not been found. She is still out there. If anybody has information, go ahead and contact the authorities. But some interesting information regarding the whole case itself. So I want to dive a little bit into Naomi and what the family shared regarding her. They went a little bit more deeper. And so they shared a little bit more kind of things that I already kind of suspected. Again, these are my opinions, and let's get into it. And if you guys recall the video that has been circulating all over, it looked like they didn't say she was violently sent over to the passenger side, but it to me the way the video looked, it looked like she kind of knew the person. So this is why I was leaning towards either a coworker or perhaps somebody she was dating. But let's dive into what the family shared. So the family shared that Naomi moved into the US full time barely last year to live with her older brother Cassie Valley in Fernley, Nevada. And basically she grew up very protected. She grew up overseas in diplomatic communities. Her father, Hervey, he works for the State Department, so of course. Who knows, right? The conspiracy in me says he's probably a spy, but I don't think so. I think if he was, they probably wouldn't have shared his name. Um, so her mom and her brother told a reporter that she was excited, to be free, to be an 18-year-old free woman. And so she did take a job over at Panasonic factory in Reno, where she would take a shuttle from the Walmart parking lot every day, where was the location where she was abducted. Now, she did share with her family some complaints. She did share that she had been sexually harassed at the factory when she joined in September. They didn't go too much into detail into what that meant or any particular people. Um, she also said that she was into dating apps, so she was very naively exploring the freedom in the US after she was living in a shelter upbringing. And so according to what she shared, that, she was, had a date even the night before her abduction. And I'm pretty sure all this information was shared to the authorities and they probably vetted whoever the date person was. Um, but yeah, I thought that was, very relevant, kind of what I thought, that maybe it was a lover or, somebody that knew her. Now, this is the truck. So there was a truck that the authorities were looking for. They described it as a suspect they believed to be driving a 2021 or 2022 Chevy Silverado high country truck with chrome door handles. And it was believed to be blue. And surely enough, they found the vehicle. Here it is, being impounded by the authorities. And so they, that's how they ended up finding Troy. Now, what's relevant about Troy is he is a 41-year-old construction worker. And he is he is a 41-year-old construction worker, and authorities allege that it's him on the video that approached her. Again, she hasn't been found. Um, but it's interesting because I'm wondering if he was the date or if he was perhaps somebody that, wanted to be with her, but she didn't want to give him the time of day. I don't know, right? Um, and he is a construction worker, so it makes me wonder if maybe the authorities should be looking at any jobs that he was working at. Um, we hear of people that have the construction talent, because that is a talent in my opinion. And they create these secret rooms in construction sites uh that they're working on, right? So I'm wondering if that's where they should be looking. Um Maybe people that know him, maybe have done recent jobs for them, look to see if maybe there's a secret room, I don't know, a secret hiding place that maybe he stashed her, right? The hope is she's still alive. Um, no, and he does have a criminal background. So the little information that I was able to find, again, all this is alleged. He did have a violent history. He was in jail for a while, due to he had some type of altercations with some drug dealers. As more than that, there's no more information I found regarding that. I don't know if he was prosecuted or if it was all alleged. I'm not too sure, but it is said that he does have a violent background. Now, he is 41 years old. So I'm very interested to know if there is a ex-wife, perhaps, children, maybe ex-girlfriends that he might had in the past, and you know, he might have had a seduction, I don't know, stalker tendencies, right? I mean, look at his eyes. They look kind of crazy. I'm not sure if this is a booking photo or if it's a photo from his ID. But if it's a booking photo, he looks pretty content in my opinion. And if it's a driver's license picture, he looks kind of creepy. So, yeah, so a lot of information has been shared. But the good thing is they found the vehicle that they were looking for, right? Which, when you think back, well, it is typical of a construction worker to have a vehicle, right? Because they need to haul things or whatnot. I'm not sure. Um, and then they found the individual, right? And they are certain, so I'm pretty sure they found some type of evidence that links him to the kidnapping. And, this is him. Here's a vehicle again. And remember, they did find her car, they did find her vehicle, and all the authorities shared was it is an apparent abduction. So I'm thinking they found some type of evidence that maybe some type of struggle in the vehicle. Not sure. Maybe some DNA. They didn't go too much into it. But at this point, I think the most important part is they have the suspect who they believe might have done the kidnapping. Now it's a matter of getting him to talk and say where she's at. And of course, the hope for everybody is that she's alive. Right. And, as the days pass by, um, oh, and another thing. Remember, there was also a talk that the authorities were trying to ping her phone to see where it last pinged, and I guess it last pinged near where they found the vehicle abandoned. So, I'm wondering if maybe wherever he abandoned the vehicle, if maybe there was a second vehicle, was it maybe more than one suspect, right? Who knows? Who knows? And again, I mean, all this is alleged. We don't know. We're not going to know until, authorities decide to release more information regarding this suspect. But, you know, we need to get some happy endings here because all these stories that have been coming out have been so sad, so tragic endings, and so now knowing more about Naomi, um, maybe she was just too nice. Since she was very naive, very exploring herself, exploring her being an 18-year-old woman. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? And I will be following this case. I'm hoping that within the next, you know, couple of days we'll have answers as to where she's at. Maybe the authorities can somehow break Troy to talk. I don't know, maybe offer him some type of deal. I'm not sure. And again, if he has a wife or kids, maybe having them speak to him so he can provide the family more information. All right, guys. So go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.